All right, so we talked about Japanese contemporary music. They are going to be coming back towards the end of the show to give us another lovely sneak peek performance. But before that, of course, we've got Irfan Khairi in the studios to talk about how do you build self-confidence to become successful.
That's right.
And let's just welcome, I mean,
Irfan,
we don't need to welcome him.
He just waltzed in.
He just
and
waltzed
like,
in,
hey guys,
down.
yeah. So we're going to talk about today. Talking about building self-confidence for success. Let's talk about you. You know, growing up, did you have any issues being in terms of self-confidence, or have you always been brought up to be a
confident,
confident person?
Wow.
You know, since you were small and studying and university level.
Yeah, I haven't been like this confident when I was a kid. I mean, I'll be the last person who will stand up and go to the front of the class to say something, or put up my hand to answer a question from the teacher or something like that.
Oh.
And I have a serious issue of low self-esteem. In fact, at
one point,
at one point of my life, when I was in secondary school, I was bullied, and that too affected me. And I was I was quite like a mouse in the class at school, and wasn't the person that you know.
Why
me
were you
right
picked
now.
on? Was it because you're too cute?
Yeah, probably. I would like to believe that.
Keep that going, keep that going.
I'm sure that you kept saying, they're just jealous because I'm so cute. That's right.
There's a good thought there. But yes, the mouse came out and ruled to play. There you go. Look at where you are now.
How did you manage to overcome that?
Yeah,
and
the
build
transition.
yourself? Yeah.
Okay.
And then by being an internet millionaire and saying to your bullies, ha!
Take that.
No, I wouldn't say that. Anyway.
It's more like eat your
Okay. And when I was 18, something like that, I picked up the habit of reading motivational books and reading about successful people.
Back to the books.
Yeah, back to books. And when I say that one of the most important key to achieve success is to have that self-confidence in yourself. And being myself with low self-esteem, low self-confidence, I picked a few things that that actually can help us being more confident. And the thing is about being confident is most of the time is beyond our control. It's the people around us, the environment that we are in.
Yeah.
But try and do something that which is in our control. A simple thing as dressing sharp, like the both of you. Look sharp, dress sharp, look good.
We took the cue from you.
I know.
Because how we feel is actually comes back to what we do. So by dressing sharp and having a good posture, walking a bit faster. I mean, you know how I walk. I mean, I walk a bit faster.
Yeah, we always have to catch up.
Yeah, and even if I'm not in a hurry, I'll walk faster just to show that I'm a bit busy. And that too.
You have to pretend to be looking busy.
Like I mentioned, we have to fake it until we make it.
Yes.
Yeah. Just sharp, walk faster, and good posture. That will actually help our self-confidence.
I like what you just said. We have to fake it till we make it.
Yeah. But I really like the part where he said that it boils down to back to the books. You know, going back to books and try to build that foundation from there is really important, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. And don't you think that aside from books, the upbringing is also important?
It is. It is very important because I come from I would say like a normal family, like a normal family. Middle class family. And my father is in the government, is a teacher in the government, and being many times being in a Malaysian community, we usually talk about to be sopan santun, to be more quiet, don't speak up, and things like that. And sometimes that too affect our self-confidence.
That's right.
That's right.
So yeah, it is true that we have to be sopan santun and all that, but at the same time we
shouldn't compromise who we are.
Yeah, we do need to have that self-confidence in us.
Yeah. And show our personality.
That's true. Self-confidence and literally trying to be the person you are, speaking your mind is not easy. I think the way that you went about it to make sure that you came out tops was by looking into books, as you mentioned, and then thinking positively. However, and I know this for a fact, a lot of us have that major problem. You can't constantly think positively, even though you read a gazillion books. Your positiveness will come, but somewhere along the line, it'll just waver. You know, how do you constantly do that? How do you stay positive?
Okay, staying positive sometimes is about gratitude, about us feeling the gratitude, feeling that we have achieved something. We don't feel positive when we think that we're a failure. We can't achieve what we want to achieve. So the feeling of gratitude is actually look back into our life. Look what we find unique about ourselves. What are the small success that we have before, and maybe our relationship right now, our family right now, and pick up on those small success that we have, and that too will build our positive energy within ourselves. So the feeling of gratitude is very important, because too many times when I talk about making money, making millions, starting a business, too many times people in the perception that we need to think about ourselves. That's not really it. It's more about we need to feel the gratitude of what we already have, and then use that to trigger our success in the future.
To be thankful for whatever we have in life.
Do you think that you can start by having a role model, or is it really necessary to have a role model to begin with?
Okay, and in fact, that's an important question. I mean, having a role model is one way to achieve something faster.
Okay.
Because, and I mentioned before that we don't need to reinvent the wheel. In every success, in every industry, maybe in music, in hosting, in a business, there's already a millionaire out there somewhere. There's already a successful a person out there. So what we need to do is just get a role model and just copy what they're doing. I mean, you don't need to copy 100%, maybe copy 80%, 90%, create that uniqueness, and that will help to achieve something faster.
Okay.
Right.
We have to start walking faster like him. So
I'm already walking fast. I can't walk any faster. I've got just two small, short legs. I know. I'm very short, you know.
I got this question, how fast should we walk? I would say just walk about 20% faster than you usually
Than the usual
do.
person.
About 20% faster. That'll be good.
I have to ask you this, Irfan. Have you come across, in your industry, have you come across people who pretend to be somebody they're not?
Pretend to be something that I pretend to be something I'm not.
Yours is a good way.
Pretend somebody they're not. Actually, there are people out there pretending somebody they're not, and those kind of people, in fact, there are people in public who also pretend.
They put up a front to look confident.
Is it actually to hide
don't,
their insecurities?
That too, that might be the reason as well. But in like picking up what I just mentioned just now, sometimes we do have to pretend something that we are not, just to achieve something a bit more. But do it for the good reason.
Fake it to make it.
Fake it to make it.
But don't fake it up to the point where you are not being yourself, right?
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
But I think a lot of people out there they just ponder on their failures rather than their achievements. How do you switch that?
Okay, I mean, what we focus upon, what we dwell upon, it will definitely grow. If we focus upon our weakness, failures, it will grow. I mean, for example, like if we have a problem, and then we get bills, and we have a problem paying the bills, and what happens is we dwell too much on it. You find out that another bill comes in, and something wrong with the house. Something wrong with the house, and it pulls you down. I mean, you focus on all the things. But on the other hand, what you need to do is dwell upon the success, dwell upon your target, dwell upon your mission, dwell upon your goals. And when you think more about your target, think more about your goals, then that will lead you to a better future.
All right.
There you go.
Well, basically, to sum up, I think what you should do is be grateful or have some form of gratitude with what you have achieved thus far, and then, read up a lot of more books and build that foundation from there. And I think, like what you you always tell me, Zamil, just write it down. Write down your goals. Yeah.
There you go. Anyway, Malaysia, we're going to leave you with the ISO group coming with a lovely performance. We do hope that you enjoyed.
Yep.
We hope you enjoyed today. So we're going to take it away with ISO group, but we'll see you again tomorrow, bright and early.
Zamil and Annie signing off. It's over to you, ISO. Bye-bye. Thank you.